Hi, I'm Justin Timmer and a family lawyer here at Conditsis Lawyers. We're speaking with Julie today from JK Resolutions. Thanks, Julie, for joining us. Can you tell the viewers a little bit about your experience?
Yeah, thanks Justin for inviting me. I've worked in family law for 25 years. I've worked as a solicitor, a registrar with the Family Court and the Federal Circuit Court, and more recently as a barrister. And as part of that role, I have become an arbitrator. So today we're here to talk about arbitration and the benefits of that process.
Fantastic. So we know, and most people have read in the news, that there's long delays in the family courts at the moment. That's a bit of a problem, but it doesn't necessarily need to be. There is a way where if you can't reach an agreement with your former spouse about how you're going to separate your assets, you can have your matter determined by a decision maker in a matter of about 6 months, as opposed to years if you go to a final hearing before the courts. That process is, of course, arbitration.
Yes, it is.
So if a party or a client is considering arbitration, what are some of the benefits?
So not only does it save time, Justin, but it saves money, because rather than having to go through a process of exchanging letters and preparing multiple documents for evidence, such as affidavits, that's just one affidavit from you, ready to go for your hearing. You get to pick your arbitrator, you get to set how long they take to produce their award. So rather than a court system where you don't know when your final hearing is, you don't know when the decision will actually be made, all of that can be agreed to by the parties at the start, so that you can actually plan your financial future moving forward with much more confidence.
It's also a very private process, so people should know that if they go before the court, you might have all of your dirty laundry aired out in a public forum, and people who may or may not know you could sit in the back of the court and watch your litigation.
That's right.
That's not fun for anybody, so keeping it private I think is also very important. What about any concerns people might have about the reliability of decisions?
Look, there's been a number of parties have attempted to overturn an award that's been made by an arbitrator. My informal inquiries, because I don't have access to all the cases, but none of them have been successful. And the reason for that is arbitrators have the reputation to protect. So we make sure that our decisions are fair, that they're transparent, so that everybody feels like they've been heard properly and all the evidence has been tested thoroughly and has been assessed appropriately. So it's a very good process, because we want to make sure that people give that feedback to their friends and colleagues about the benefits of arbitration.
And in fact, there's a lot of judicial officers and lawyers from the family court that they actually support this process as well.
That's
so
right.
I think it's important for clients to appreciate that this is a process which is being heavily supported by the family courts as well. So that should give the clients some confidence that the decisions that are made by an arbitrator are going to be the right one. So if you've recently separated and you've not yet appointed a lawyer, give us a call here at Conditsis Lawyers and we'll talk to you about your alternative dispute resolution options, including arbitration. If you've already appointed a lawyer, or if you're self-represented, then pick up the phone and ring Julie at JK Resolutions, and I'm quite sure that she'll be happy to talk to you about your options as well. Julie, thank you for joining us.
Pleasure, Justin.